Hello, Icers. Can you see me? The title still says Heist with Elizabeth for me. Well, we're not heisting with Elizabeth, are we? We're heisting with Almir. What the frick? What the frick? How you doing, Heisters? Good seeing you, and welcome to yet another stream where we will focus for an hour on making financial transactions together. With me, you have myself, Almir. Pleasure. All suited up, ready for heisting. And in the room with me, I have two partners in crime, Sebastian, the mystery man, and Nico as well. Do we have a nickname for you yet? I don't think so. So Nico's behind the steering wheel, while I'm shuffling bags in front of the camera. Yeah. Yeah. So, and welcome chat. The ancient DB on Twitch says, it's the man himself. Boopa is back. Hola, Almir. Hola. Hola. Hola, Almir. Looking drippy, thank you. Schnitzel Farts says, Almir, I love you and your beautiful beard. Wow, so much love just straight off the bat. What's up, Heisters? Is it because this is the year of Payday 3? Is that what's going on? We also probably have Elizabeth, I believe, in chat. And if not, we certainly have Abomination Jones with us, I do believe. Chatdale says, how was your move? How do you know about that? What the frick? Yeah, so if you didn't know, Heisters, I've been moving apartments. So I still live on the same island I used to before. However, I've moved a few blocks, so that's that. And just making sure here I see all of the chats going on. So today we will be heisting. We will be talking about Payday 2. We will be probably getting questions about Payday 3 that we are yet not able to answer. However, we will get back to you, and we will be able to answer things, but that day is not today. Jazzman says, you guys should listen to Hamilton Polka by Weird Al. Oh yeah? Listen to Amish Paradise by Weird Al? What's this? We got some kind of Weird Al raid going on? Or what's that? I will do anything for a musket in Payday 3, says Ridgeline Enjoyer. Alright. Is it the same heister who continues to talk about Weird Al? Goat Similar Heist in Payday 3. Asks Schnitzel Farts. Yeah, I don't know about that, man. Oh, I see. Elizabeth told you. Elizabeth spilled the beans on the toast. She said Almir is moving. He's been super busy. That's why he's not here today. Yeah, last week for me, Heisters, was crazy because I had to move. And I'd been living in the same place for half a decade. You know, 5 years. So that's a long time, I think, to live anywhere. No? Especially if you live by yourself and your dog, you know. So, moving was special. But we're settled in, unpacking all the boxes. It feels like 2013 with the old safe house, you know, with all the boxes just everywhere. At Bodhi's laundromat. Didn't we call it that? The Ancient DB says, I hope your move went well. Thank you, it did. Glad you get a change of scenery. I do, yeah. I mean, even if it's not that far away, you still get a completely new vibe. I'm just gonna have some coffee here with my special Raid mug. You see? Oh, you see the logos? I should be drinking it like this. So, a little bird whispered in my ear that Payday Twitterman had been had been a bit rude about diesel, talking smack about the diesel engine. I just wanted to set the record straight. Like, while we do have challenges and have had challenges with diesel since the day I started at the studio, it's still our engine, right? And we yeah, you know, it's ours, and it's the Payday engine for Payday 2. But I think whenever we bring that up, and whenever Payday Twitterman talks about the engines, usually it's about Payday 3, right? And us making the switch to Unreal. And I heard that a few modders had reacted on that. You know, they took maybe took slight to what Payday Twitterman said, and I'd just like to say, you know, it's never anything negative about you, the modding community, right? We have the utmost respect for what you do, but we have to be able to trash talk our own tech, you know? It's part of the job. We have to, otherwise we'd throw it out of the window years ago. So just take it for what it is, alright? And don't read into it further than that. Shameless plug, says Chatdale. Yeah, you know, Raid, the creative director Ilya, who worked on Raid, he you know, was one of the co-founders of Overkill and Payday. I mean, he's one of the originators, you know, one of the founders. And you probably know him best as Ilya the Sniper, when he goes Jetri, bit, you know, all of that. You probably heard it, Nico, yeah? Ilya the Sniper, yeah. Counting in Croatian, because Ilya is from Croatia. Pyro Shark Moment says, "What's up, fellow Raid World War IIers?" Yeah, welcome to chat, dude. Sir Headcrab says, "I am not caught up with Payday 3, still on the poster that they posted last year." Yeah, so there hasn't been any new there hasn't been any news yet, but we're certainly looking to share those with you as soon as we are able to. Toons Payday says, "Almir is running from the police." Oh yeah, in more ways than one, let me tell you. I've been running all my life. Despot on YouTube says, apologies there for me yawning. After all, it is the last hour on today's shift of heisting, no? So, we had a question here from Despot. Will Payday 3 get VR support? That has not been announced. Anything regarding VR for Payday 3 hasn't been announced. Mitchell Quigley says, "Hey Almir, what's your favorite song?" Well, it has to be a song with Weird Al. Probably his rendition of Bad, right? Since you've been talking about Weird Al all day. Simon Lindström says, "Good afternoon from Sweden, Almir. God eftermiddag, Simon. Hoppas du har en fin dag. Haft en fin dag, ha en trevlig kväll." Hoffy Dusu says, "Nice mug, lol. Thank you. I got it as a gift. Valve Office Heist. Sounds a bit risky, no? I think Gaben would be a dangerous doser, wouldn't you say?" So, heisters, how about we play a heist, right? Get some of that action going. Willie Plays TTV on Twitch says, "Will Payday 3 have dope music like Payday 2? I've heard the music, and let me tell you, yes, it will. It will indeed." That's one of the benefits for Nico and myself in here. Seeing as we, you know, part of the studio, you know, we get to see the stuff before you get to see it. All right, I think we should get to heisting, no? And we're going with the mouse look today, and we're wearing a very warm sweater, which and it looks like a pilot jacket. I have one of these as well. Shouldn't talk when you're yawning. Sorry about that again. We should have a yawn counter for me. Like this. That was yawn 2. Schnitzelfart says, I'd love a music teaser, to be honest. Yeah, wouldn't that be cool? We haven't announced anything about the music yet of the game. Like, yeah, like I said, Payday 3, the only thing we've shared is what we shared during New Year so far. So stay tuned for more. Eventually it will come, because this is the year of Payday 3. So I think we should get right to it, heisters. How about that? I'm gonna assume that the sound is working all right. I'm gonna assume that you can hear me proper, and let's hope that there will be no technical issues whatsoever. Look at all these contractors. How about we just do a 4 stores on a crazy difficulty? Let's start off with that. Boop, get in here. Hurry the frick up. Oh yes, 4 stores. Back where it started. We got Globex Clone again in the VR. Let me tell you, I think Globex Clone is playing literally in virtual reality as we speak. Boop is back with that slick outfit, that rare outfit, and also welcome to Paradigm. All of you have those infamy levels. Respect. Should we get started then? Let's go. We're 4. Kneecap Destroyer, welcome back to the chat. You're saying Virtual Insanity. That's an amazing song by Jamiroquai. Virtual Insanity. Can't remember the lyrics right now, but it's a great song. Moobot, or dear bot on Twitch right now, just said check out the social save for unique rewards. So if you go to paydaygame.com/static/social save, you'll be able to acquire a few cosmetics. Chains Gold Mask, welcome back to the stream. I see you there in the YouTube chat. So heisters, if you are new to the game or new to the Payday community, Chains Gold Mask is one of the most veteran heisters I have ever met. This guy has been heisting since Payday the Heist, and we're talking early Payday the Heist. He's got his own. No. He's got. I'm just freaking around. Hi. Alright. He's got his own graffiti is what I was trying to say, but I was completely distracted. I feel like I'm a cat sometimes. I just get so extremely distracted so easily. Chadtail says, this bodes well. Shut up, you. How dare you? How dare you be so incredibly sarcastic so early on? It's barely a minute of heisting and you're already throwing the biggest burns. I don't want to pop a medic bag yet, dude. Let's go, Rangers. I'm running CC, I just need to take 6 weeks. Cheers. Whoa, 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 what am I doing here? I'm just running around. Faris Plays says, I got my friend to play Payday 2 and he enjoys the game. That's amazing. Thank you so much for inviting more heisters into the Payday universe. That's awesome. Andrew Day says, I just did Overdrill. Ouch. How did you fare, dude? Let me know in chat. I want to know how that went, Andrew. I assume you completed it, but not on the first try, maybe, yeah? Sean, we will change that thumbnail. I'm so sorry. We have a thumbnail for the stream right now that has Payday 3 art on it. So we're looking where we change that. It's not intentional since we're playing Payday 2 right now. So it's not intentional, right? I just want to make that clear. I mean, we know that whenever we do have Payday 3 stuff that we want to share with you, you guys are gonna jump in there and watch anyway, right? So we don't need to like try to manipulate you into getting in there. At least you could come become even level 1. Yes, yes, we will have. We will have infamy eventually. I'm getting fricked here. Boop, boop, boop. Globex parroting. Oh, oh, is it because it's too difficult? We need to lower the difficulty, heisters. That's what's going on. We got this, Boop. Yeah. Now when you said it, I believe it. Jacob, welcome to the chat. You're saying something very interesting. Just a posture check, heisters. You're saying, will we see more involvement with some of Gage's contacts, like Greta from the web series? And if you haven't watched the web series, heisters, Greta is an assassin that is briefly part of the web series from way back when. Wouldn't that be cool to see old characters be involved again in Payday somehow? Fire Spartan 122 asks, is Payday 3 gonna be like Payday 2 and have DLCs instead of Battle Pass? What would you like? What would you expect? I'm just curious because we haven't announced anything yet, but I'm just interested to see what you would like, Fire Spartan, since you asked the question. Let me know in chat, alright? Alright, we have Overkill Sebastian in the Twitch chat, so if you want to say anything nasty to him, now is your chance. No, don't say nasty things. Not because I told you to, anyway. And not to Sebastian. Why would you? He's a nice guy, right? And Kisses _ Luvio says DLC think is better. Battle Pass gets tired for farming a lot. Yeah, I think like I've played a lot of games with battle passes that like I'm a huge Dota fan. I play a lot of Dota. I've played a lot of Dota with Sebastian as well in the past. And I think like the issue with their setup is that it takes so darn much time. But I think if you're enjoying it, maybe that doesn't matter. But yeah, there's pros and cons with everything, right? Battle Pass, DLC systems, microtransactions, all of that. Timor says, hi Almir and everyone, much love from Latvia. Welcome, Timo. That's awesome. Welcome from Latvia. I'm curious to see, where are you heisters from? Where are you tuning in from? What part of CrimeNet? Let me know in chat. Where are you right now? What country? Not address. Don't tell me too much info. I don't want to get cancelled for whatever reason, alright? Just let me know what country you're in. And if you're not comfortable with that, let me know what continent, at least. Virginia, USA. Wow. Australia, Germany, America. Got a UK heister. Neoblade 65. UK heister, eh? We got a Hoxton fanboy. Sorry, I've lived in the UK. I love the UK. Alright. I used to live in Scotland. Do we have any Scottish heisters here? I used to live in Achterarder, they call it, in a small village called Dunning. And I also lived in Fort William on the west coast. And I went on road trips with a couple of friends to Isle of Skye, which is very beautiful. America, Spain, Poland, Canada, Austria, Chile, Turkey. Seeing a lot of countries here. Romania. Foggy Bottom. Yes, baby. You live in Washington. I love that. We've got Northern California, Russia, New York, Tatarstan, Sverige number 1 says Kreinek. Yes, let's go! Sverige nummer 1 för helvete. Let's go. All right. UK here too, says Jacob Brown 103. Oh, I'm reading up nationalities instead of surviving in... I'm doing some work at least. Sorry about that. Can you get me in the window? Norway, says Havanisilif. Härligt. Did you know I am actually like you? I am a Norwegian citizen. I was born in Stavanger. Yes. The truth is out. So I applaud you. I have my red Norwegian passport at home. And I look at it from time to time. And I'm just filled with a sense of pride and accomplishment. No, I'm kidding. But I am Norwegian though. Sorry about that. Oh, Ramblings Mint says Viva Mexico. How do you pronounce that? Cabrones? Cabrones? I think the C in is hard. Are you gonna lead me to death? I think you are. You absolute... Oh, this is my own fault. I should have paid more attention. Boopa, you're from the UK? Whereabouts, if you don't mind me asking? Don't give me an address. I just want to know, like, are you from the south, north, the west, the east? We completed the heist. Okay, we didn't. We need to escape first. I hate escapes. No offense, but I hate it. Lock better be there. Brug says, any new stuff about Payday 3? Sorry, Brug, no new stuff about Payday 3 today. We will let you know for sure when we have new stuff to share. Damn it, well, they're onto us, they're onto us. You gotta escape with the loot. Oh, this text we wrote many, many years ago. What happened with Paradigm? Because they had to leave. They had some issues, I believe. But welcome Capicta 123 instead. Zero Equis says, I have a question. Why is only one mask on Payday merch? What do you mean? Is it just one mask that's available in that's in stock right now, you mean?
Half the fucking police force is on our ass.
Jacob Brown 103 with you know, the stellar question here. Here's a good question. Who's more prone to failures, Alex or Twitch? Can they share first place? Is that allowed? Torchlighter 8, who came up with the escape? I bet it was Seb. I can confirm that the original designer for the escape system was indeed Sebastian Greiter. He is the one and only. He is the originator of this incredibly frustrating part of our game. At least in my honest opinion. Like, no offense to anyone. Ever. But I think I'm allowed to say that I think we could definitely have thought this part through a little bit more. And I said this to Sebastian as he was designing this on paper in front of me, and Nico, he was designing it on a napkin, and we said, you know, Sebastian, this is not how it ought to be. And he just said, he said, eat my shorts. That's what he said. And I think I've heard that mentioned somewhere else. I don't know, but that's what he said, you know. Why would I lie? Airblocks A350 says Almir playing these on OMG. Yeah, that's what's up. And I'm being carried as well by an extremely drippy Boopa. Ooh, did I hear a cloaker? Did he do? Ooh. Are we just gonna sit in van? But I guess it's maybe we. I don't. What should I do? Maybe I should just read chat instead and be quiet in here. Sauce underscore Sire says, what game is this? Can't you see this is a driving game? We're in the car. I'm just trying to find the keys so we can drive away, but I seem to have misplaced them. Yeah, we'll get to find them soon enough. I'm just gonna lie down here and sleep for a little while. There we go. Fire Spartan 122 says, will John Wick be in Payday 3? I'm gonna assume you're a John Wick fan. We haven't announced John for Payday 3. We added him in Payday 2 in 2014, so he's been part of the game for 9 years now. It's a long time. This is what I call a smörgåsbord of medic bags. I don't know about you heisters, but we've got enough here to have a proper medic bag party. Even Toons could not use all of these medic bags. What do I do for you? This is what I do. I'm gonna live as well. Look at that. How cool am I? Let's go, Capicta. Heisters never leave heisters behind. Boop says Dallas will be happy with these medic bags. Indeed he would. Oh, escape available. Let's go. I like... Oh, I'm so poor sometimes. It's unbelievable. Question is, are you gonna save me now? Oh, you did! Oh my god, Globix! Oh shit! Are we good? Oh, we gotta get him! No! It's not gonna work. You'll have escape. Yeah, go. I had to go for you. It was the only right thing to do. Don't spend my offshore on stupid shit. Okay, I lived. Oh, whoa, we gotta get him too. What the frick? Can we? Maybe we can't. Oh no, we can't. I hate this. Don't worry, dude. All right, let's go. Window shopper for heist. Window shopper. That's a Apex Twin reference. So if you didn't know, heisters, the Payday masks were inspired by Apex Twin. Yeah, go figure. Think about that for a moment. Look at the masks. Look at the expressions. Fortec, how about that? That was an interesting fact. Apex Twin. Window shopping. That's a straight reference as well on the achievement to his song. Just have a look at that YouTube music video. Or probably aired on MTV originally, but have a look at it. It was a strong inspiration for the masks. Yeah, come to daddy, exactly, Adam. I want your soul. Do we have any Apex Twin fans in here? All right, we did it. I feel we are going to play another heist with this gang, because that escape, yeah, we need to. All right. Do we have any suggestions in chat? What are we playing? Reaper G448 says, do you steal in Payday 2? Huh? Yeah. You steal a ton of stuff. Annoying Gasta, welcome on the YouTube chat. It's our man Almir. Welcome, dude. Have a Hofidushu says train heist. Are you high, my brother? Train heist. Oh, should we? No. Last played never on this PC. Oh. Do we do it? Oh yeah, let's do it then. Goat Sim, no. Adam Charnecki asks, will Payday 3 be released earlier than Half-Life 3? Has Half-Life 3 been announced? I don't think so, right? Da, 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 da. Do we do hostile takeover again? Oh, it's a cool heist. Lost in transit, maybe? No? Middle range? Shadow raid. Yeah. I liked that someone wrote. Oh, it's a Hector job, right? It's rats. It's rats. And it's on death sentence. And it's with your boy that's being carried, Almir. Big bonk. You want that, Kapukta? Oh no. Let's do the big bank instead then. Or? Is it oh no or yeah? Big bank or rats, chat? You decide. You decide. Let me... Can we do a poll? I'm gonna read chat. Those of you in favor of rats, write meth. Those of you in favor of big bank, write gold. What are we cooking? Oh, this game, it's unbelievable. Alright, so my crew says Kapukta, big bonk, guys. Boop says gold, say gold for money. I don't know, Globex, can you type through your VR headset? Are you aimlessly running through your apartment right now trying to find the keyboard? The United Bank of Money. What are we seeing here? It looks like a tie, is it? I think the YouTube chat are... I think looking at it, I think the Twitch chat is pretty tied, but I think the YouTube chat is the one that's gonna take it home. And it's meth heisters. I'm sorry. If you disagree with this, you are allowed to say rats this once, but we're going for the rodents. All right, it's the rodent heist. Let's go.
Well, you heard Hector. No time to piss around. We're going to the
Well, you heard Hector. No time to piss around.
before the law shows either, which is in keeping with the spectacular run of bad luck we've been having.
All right, we unlocked everything. All right, we got the Gage curry packages. Got the carry case. I actually met on my way to work earlier today. I met with Max, who was art director here at Overkill on Payday before. He worked with a couple of people who, like Carl, for example, who made, I know, a lot of these assets. He loved this kind of stuff. So shout out to you guys. Good seeing you. Hope you're all well. Nilsig, I guess, says, blast! Busted by the bun. I mean rodent once more. Sorry, Nils. Next time.
Straight ahead and to the right. You'll see an old two-story
Dapper
house.
Dan Man 13 says, Almir, do you think y'all will be adding the comically large spoon in Payday 3?
Drugs out of there before anything else goes wrong.
The sky is the limit, Dapper Dan. I think with Badger and the comically large spoon situation in Payday 2, and the subsequent bullying of myself, of my person, in order to get that to happen, I think that was a beautiful community event. You know, very, very difficult to replicate. Those of us who were there know, you know. And I think if it makes sense... What the frick did you say? Did he just push me down? But yeah. We haven't announced any melee weapons or any utensils for Payday 3 whatsoever so far.
You're looking for muriatic acid, caustic soda, and hydrogen chloride.
The ancient DB says Badger's gonna bully you again if you don't add it. So yeah, I mean you're kind of right. I assume that's what I have in store for me. Vortex says overkill office heist when? You know, we already were robbed once. And we also had a police raid happen, so... Oh, you good? It's a bit laggy? No? Globex, you cooking? You cook and I shoot, alright? I'll hold the staircase. Reverend's Cry 42 says, do we have any information on mod support for Payday 3? It's the main reason a lot of us have stayed with the game for almost 10 years. You know what? Huge respect and love for all you modders out there. We haven't announced anything on the topic for Payday 3 yet. We will talk about everything Payday 3 eventually. Obviously, since Payday 3 is made in new tech compared to Payday 2, modding will not work in the same way. I mean, that's a fact based on that very, that single fact, you know, makes it so. But exactly how it'll work and when and how and whatever, I think we're gonna take that up when we're ready to properly talk about it. Because I think whatever we say on modding, we want to make sure that we've thought it through properly. We want to make sure that we make the best scenario possible for you, you know, so you can continue being a Payday fan, especially so if you're a Payday fan. Much thanks to the modding and the extensive ways you can modify your game. But you also have to realize modding in Payday 2, especially like the level of mods that exist today, has happened over years. I mean, this is a game that is, I was about to say as old as I am, but I'm not that young. Payday 2 is a teenager, you know, it's 12 years old soon, 10 years this year. So it's a teenager. So it's been with us for a long time now.
Alright, next ingredient. We'll go with hydrogen chloride. Hold up, by method of elimination, it has to be caustic soda.
By method of elimination, it has to be caustic. You mean elimination of us, Bane? You asshat? How many times has he told us the wrong ingredient and blown us to smithereens? I think this is the heist where Bane shows that sometimes he's just a regular wanker like the rest of us. He has no idea. Oh, what am I doing? I just backed out into my own death, maybe. Yeah. Country road. Throw grenade. Jesse. Yo. Go sniper. Like what did I expect? What did I expect? Fire Spartan says, Almir, your opinion on Payday Twitter, man? Sophisticated, powerful, elevated, majestic. Those are just a few words to tell you something about Payday Twitter, man, in my opinion. Vortex asks, Almir, which sites does Bane Google for cooking? You'd have to ask Vane, dude. Hofadusu says, apart from the main four, will there be no old characters in the game? I'm assuming you're talking about Payday 3. Because judging by one of the endings, many of them have tied up with crime. This is interesting. Yeah, I mean, you will have to wait and find out, right? That's the beauty of the Payday series, that you don't know yet what will happen. Op3Swe says, a Payday movie would be so hype. I'm gonna assume you're Swedish, so I'm gonna say it in Swedish. Ja, det hade varit fett. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Your mouse died? What the frick? Your mouse died, Boop? Can we pause the game? I see absolutely nothing in here right now. Why is it so dark? Maybe we put on the generator, eh? I'm gonna go down here again. Let's break the rules and really put our back. Let's. I am so dead. Reaper448 says, "What's your opinion on Team Fortress 2? I love Team Fortress 2. I love the characters. I love the many updates that they push out so often for Team Fortress 2. I love how often they communicate about that, how transparent they are about that, and I especially love how active the Team Fortress account is on Twitter. Do you not agree?"
Be careful, they have snipers incoming.
All the money in the world, and you know what I mean, heisters? I mean, no offense, but come on. The ancient DB says, "The sass, the sarcasm is reached a new plane, be fearful." Yeah, this is definitely a new plane of Torment. Fantastic game, by the way, if you haven't played that. Plane of Torment. Yo! You just saved me from a cloaker right there. I felt him move me around and you just screwed him up. Thank you so much, Capita. That was well done. He was literally turning me. And you told him, dodge this. Boom. That was classic.
I hope I got this right. Where are we at again?
Captain's got here. Time to turn this around.
Okay, good. The process is done. Bag it up and let's do another round.
Jacob Brown 103 says, "The cloaker always makes me physically duck in my chair and cover my head." 10 out of 10. I totally agree with you. I've also been very scared sometimes. He is an empath.
Alright, let's see. Soda, caustic soda. I think.
Tactical advance. Watch your angles.
Oh shit, tactical advance, watch your angles. Hello? Is there someone at my door? Like, it's so dark. This is also like one of my critiques. Yeah, I'm not gonna trash on Diesel. It's had enough flame for today.
I'm 68% sure.
I thought it was JPEG? What? Average day in America, alright.
Caustic soda. I'm 57% sure.
You're 57% sure? Then let's go for it if it's caustic soda.
What's that sound? Seems okay.
See that? Who's the cook now? Who's the master chef? I am the danger book. I'm wasting all our medic bags, but I do have another one that I will put in here in our little corner of solitude. Jacob Brown 103. Oh, you're taking me down deep down the rabbit hole of Payday lore. You're asking, also correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Rats originally part of Firestarter? If so, does that mean Firestarter was conceived as a 6-day heist? Yes, it was originally part of Firestarter. No, it wasn't conceived as a 6-day heist. We always talked about doing, you know, the 1-week heist, or trying to get it above 3 days. However, as we made heists, we realized it wouldn't make sense, at least given the resources, the effectiveness of us as a team at the time. It wouldn't make any sense at all to try to commit and deliver to that. And I remember, maybe it was like 8 years ago, a lot of people were asking for a 7-day heist, because looking at, you know, the UI, the user interface, one could argue that it seems like it's supposed to be there. But I think that's just an oversight, really, from a design perspective, that we never got around to really addressing, more than us really, you know, doing that. And I think, like, on paper, it also made more sense to divide the heists into days, because it's part of the fantasy, you know. If you have a 2-day heist, that means that you take on a job on CrimeNet, a criminal contract. Part of that contract is to do 2 criminal activities, right? Probably during separate points in time, and that's why we created the days concept. So it's really about immersion more than anything else. I'm out of coffee, heisters. It will be the end of me. I need some planks. Planks was also like a... I won't say it was the most interesting system we created. Oh yeah, we got it. I'm also down, by the way. Hi. Should use a party. Hoping no Twitch drops isn't working for some people. What do you mean isn't working for some people? Explain me this. Jacob Brown, can you share those train lines in chat? Just an example so I can read it. It was such a long time ago, so I don't remember why we didn't use those Bane lines. If you have them, share them in chat and I'll try to recognize them, alright? On top of my head, I can't recall unless I see the actual the text. I think we're ready to escape, right? I'm 79% sure it's caustic soda. What's with Bane and his percentages? Fire Spartan asks, what build are you running, Almir? I actually even don't know. I haven't checked. I'm just that good, you know? Oh, you got him? I got a Globex. Got you, friend. Oh, we'll make it. We'll make it. Elendil! Did you see that? Did you see that amount of skill? Can you even comprehend how difficult that was for me to bringing him up? Get that loot bag into the van. Can you even understand? We failed? Oh, Ripperino. Oh, boop.
Should have my head examined.
I thought you were my golden goose. And you were just...
Take some time to collect yourselves.
No, I also thought Globex made it. That was weird. Yeah, no worries. We tried our best. I think, Heisters, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna stop there. I had a lot of fun. And we're gonna stream once more. But I figured we'd just wrap up the stream by talking a bit. So I'm gonna... time just flies when we're playing Payday, right? It's already, you know, an hour. Look at these masks. Damn, I just need 8 more minutes for my drops. Well, we're gonna keep the stream going for 8 more minutes, alright? So 1 minute past 6. I'm gonna drop. That's 8 more minutes. So let's have some questions in chat, why don't we? Sebalturon says, hey Almir, hello. There was once talks of thoughts on a Payday movie / show. Do you guys still discuss it often? Yes, I mean, if you look at... I mean, the idea of putting Payday on the big screen has existed since the design stage of Payday, right? Because Payday is inspired by Heat, Payday is inspired by Taxi Driver, Payday is inspired by all these different things, right? And Starbreeze, I mean us as a studio, we recently announced that we had signed with a company called Stockholm Syndrome. And if you want to learn more about this, you can just go to Starbreeze Studios website, and there is a press release where we briefly state the news regarding Payday for the big screen. Hofudusho asks, what is your favorite Payday DLC character? Maybe difficult, because I think even though they are so different, I'm just gonna name drop 3. Jimmy, Scarface, Jacket. Awesome job by the team, by the devs, by us on making that happen. Valentine says, why is Scarface still present in game assets? I thought you deleted it. So Scarface still exists in Payday 2. It's still playable by those who purchased it. Because we wouldn't want to do that, would we? Want to remove that if you purchased it already. However, you are not any longer able to purchase Scarface as a playable character. No Name Avoid Oblivion. Would a possible Payday movie have more comedic, outlandish tone, or a more serious, grounded in reality tone? That's a great question. I mean, that's not for me to say, and I don't mean. I mean, if I put on my brand director hat, you know, being the representative and the guardian of the Payday IP in the sense of, you know, where to take it, where not to take it, from a brand perspective. I think Payday, we've learned so much about, you know, how we did Payday 2. And I definitely think when it comes to tone, it's super important. And I wouldn't want to take that away from the team that's going to do that. You know, probably if we announce a movie, let's say we do, hypothetically, then there's a writer attached to that, right? And I don't want to say something now that might put them in a difficult position. Because if you make Payday at that point in time for a movie, then you're going to do that creative process then and there. But I definitely think your question is valid in the sense, if you take it one direction, if you make a Payday movie about the Goat Simulator heist, that's going to have one audience, right? And if you make a Payday movie about the big bank, it's gonna have another set of an audience. You know what I mean? So I hope that helps you in understanding where I'm at in the question, but I definitely prefer. My personal preference is always, the more gritty, the more like Payday veterans would say, the more Payday the Heist-esque tone, or maybe Payday 2 vanilla tone, in the sense that it wasn't about the comedy at all. It was about the heist fantasy, right? Bringing it back to the original feeling, the original idea. Like, we sometimes forget Payday 2 is a mature title made for a mature audience. We just cooked meth together and tried to escape a shed in the woods while killing numerous law enforcers. You know what I mean? This is not a game for kids. So, given that, I think there is an opportunity to really, really make Payday more dark, in whatever we do. Maybe not when it comes to the comical large spoon, because I have a difficult time seeing how we can make that more dark and ominous. But you know what I mean? Chili Dude 111th says, I think a Payday movie should just have a character comedy. Like an episode of Seinfeld, you mean? Says, Greedy Payday 3, love to see it. Yeah, I mean, we haven't said anything about Payday 3 yet, but I think if you look, other than the teaser during New Year's, but if you just look at the teaser again and just close your eyes and just get the feel of the vibe we're trying to set, right? Fortec says, love you for those words, Almir. Thank you, Fortec. Right back at you. It's just my honest opinion, right? And I think we've strayed from the light, if you will, sometimes. Like, I love Coffee Stain as a studio. The Goat Sim collab was great, but it was also very not Payday, in the sense that the heist felt very comedic, and out of, it completely broke immersion. But the collab itself was great fun to do. Chat Dale says, remember everyone, Almir confirmed one thing today. Payday 3 will have dope music. You're funny, Chat Dale. Appreciate you. Shalvix DDD says, is the original voice actor for Dallas coming back in Payday 3? Good question. It would be most unfortunate if Simon Kerr would decide to hang up his mask, right? We all love Simon Kerr as Dallas. The infamous Dallas scream is it's just wow, isn't it? Copy 2715, will there be an Almir's toast in Payday 3? You know what? I have no idea, because I haven't found one yet. But maybe there is an Easter egg in there put by one of the devs. No Name Void Oblivion says, Almir canonical heists are confirmed. Yeah, I mean, I look the part, don't I, with this setup? No? I've been wearing this suit 2 days in a row now, so I can't wear it tomorrow. Yeah, Nico's gonna bust my balls if I do that. But I changed shirts, though, so we're all good. At least I'm not like Dallas and the rest of the Payday gang, For what? When did we introduce character customization? I think we did it Border Crossing. So for what? 8 years? They wore the same outfits. Like Steve Jobs heisting, That was the Payday gang for 8 years or so. Like Steve Jobs heisting in the same fucking turtleneck for 8 years. Oh, yeah. But now we have so many different items, right? And the modders have completely started to use that system, in order to bring out their mods and so on. Miami Grunt 2.0 says, fancy suit. Thank you very much. It's a very Payday, in my opinion. Very Collateral. Very Tom Cruise and Collateral. Great movie, by the way. Valentine says, yo, how about we add a PewDiePie reference in Payday 3? Pewdie 3. I spoke to PewDiePie, but it was years ago on Skype, because we donated money to his charity, his water charity at the time. This must have been almost 10 years ago, I believe. And from what I know today, he lives in the Far East in Japan. Nihon ni sundaimasu. Chili Dude 111 says, will Payday Twitterman be playable in Payday 3? That is unconfirmed. But if you ask Payday Twitterman, they would certainly not say no. Our teaser says, what? Almir can talk to PewDiePie. Well, you know, I'm connected. You gotta be connected if you're on CrimeNet, you know? And he's also Swedish. And he actually grew up in the same city as I did, Gothenburg. So, oh, Chatdale, we'll get around to it. Don't worry about it. Payday Twitterman would be a good contractor. I agree. I just want to see, did you get the Twitch drop? You didn't get it yet? Do we have Twitch drops active today? I think we do. Let me double check that. Only 5% left. Drops are over now, yeah. Stopped at 55. 4 minutes ago. Excellent. All right. Listen up, heisters. We are going to be back with yet another stream on Thursday. We're streaming, we've doubled up, right? We're streaming 2 times a week since a few weeks back. And you will see my face again on Thursday. And eventually we'll be streaming more days a week. How does that sound? Especially when Payday 3 becomes tangible for you. All right? So, stick around. I'm sure we're gonna raid someone. If Elizabeth or AJ is in chat, they will raid someone in the Twitch chat. So stick around for that. The rest of you, heisters, wankers, career criminals, friends, enemies, and others, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Almir and Nico in here in the streaming room at the studio in Stockholm, signing out. Talk to you later, heisters. Ciao.